July 22, 2026. Night fell over the Gulf of Aqaba, just like any other summer evening. Then, residents on the Israeli side looked toward the horizon and saw smoke rising over the border. The impact was not in Israel, but in neighboring Jordan, near a strategic facility outside Aqaba.
A long-range ballistic missile fired from inside Iran had struck near a U.S. military installation.
The blast shook windows miles away in both Aqaba and Eilat, shattering the night's calm.
Sirens echoed across both sides of the contested border as emergency crews mobilized immediately.
This narrow strip of coastline had suddenly become the focal point of a major international crisis.
How did a quiet resort region become a target zone? The answers lie in weeks of escalating conflict. Since mid-2026, direct military exchanges between the US and Iran had escalated dramatically. Tensions in the Strait of Hormuz and Red Sea shipping lanes had already disrupted global commerce. Regional armed groups across Syria, Iraq, and Yemen intensified coordinated actions across multiple fronts. American military infrastructure in Jordan became a target for Iranian strategic planning.
Repeated diplomatic attempts in Geneva and Cairo failed to establish last escalation agreements.
By late July 2026, the fragile balance shattered into open confrontation. Along the southern border, daybreak revealed the true extent of the strike. It hit outside Aqaba's industrial perimeter. Jordanian emergency services rushed to contain fires near the facility while securing the surrounding area.
Initial reports indicated material damage to support structures, with personnel taking cover in reinforced bunkers. No missile fragments crossed into Israeli land, but the trajectory skimmed dangerously close to Eilat. Amman denounced the strike as a severe violation of Jordanian national sovereignty and airspace. Global markets reacted instantly, with crude oil prices surging on fears of Red Sea supply disruptions. Forces across the Middle East were immediately elevated to maximum defensive readiness levels. Radars picked up the Iranian launch hundreds of miles away, tracking its trajectory second by second. Contact, track Alpha Green, inbound.
Naval vessels locked down maritime approaches to protect critical infrastructure along Eilat's coastline. A leap that changed the world. Made possible by 2 cracked ribs, a cut broomstick, and a fearless pilot.
Combat air patrols maintained a continuous presence overhead to counter potential drone threats. Civil defense authorities instructed residents to stay within reach of bomb shelters.
Ground forces reinforced border positions to prevent potential infiltration during the chaos.
For residents and tourists in Eilat and Aqaba, the strike brought daily life to a sudden halt. Airlines suspended flights to Ramon Airport, stranding thousands of travelers seeking to leave.
For weekly untold stories of military and aviation history, hit the subscribe button.